Alright then guys, so in today's episode we are combining both episode 3 and 4 of the F8TAL so that we can get through it quickly and finish the first couple of stages, the first stage before the tourney starts. And as we come up against this team, a decent league BBVA team, and by the way, in this episode I will only be showing you the goals, not all the highlights like I usually do, because we're gonna have to fit in 4 games instead of just 2, instead of just 2 as usual. We started the game off quite badly actually, giving away a penalty and receiving a red card to Javier Manquillo, right back. Still only silver, but that does mean that they have got a phenomenal chance to score, which they do. And I also have to put in a bronze player for the next game. Anyways, that was, they've scored that penalty, so we are now down 5k, minus 5k in the bank. So having to come back from that will be quite tricky. But a ball from Thiago Silva into Somalia, who finds Felipe Anderson, who finds the back of the net. Felipe Anderson, in my opinion, has probably been the best player in the team so far. Like, coming to think about it, he has been absolutely phenomenal since we got him in episode 2. Like, he's pipped in with so many goals, so many assists, so many awesome runs into the area from the wing. Unfortunately, we couldn't be the ones to take the lead though, through Thiago, I think it was. The opposition, Rafinha, the opposition do take the lead. Here I had a splendid chance, but I accidentally chipped instead of just shooting it. I meant to just smash it into the back of the net, but I pressed L1 to switch player, and obviously it's not the first time, but it just switched. It just made me chip. Anyways, we come against this full Nigerian team, and although it's only 83 chem, which should not be allowed. Like, we were looking for a game for like ever, and after a while it was like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then after a while I just went with this team. There are so many 40 chem teams, 60 chem teams, so as soon as I found this I was like, so I don't think I'm gonna get too much better, so let's just play against this guy. The first goal of the game comes from a penalty. Dybala was tripped up, and but obviously Dybala was on the penalty, but I put DjMariio over it, DjMariio to take it, DjMariio to smash it into the top left hand corner. He went the right way, but he was just not getting that any day of the week. Such a good penalty in the top left hand corner from Angel DjMariio, the 11th minute. And what happened last game to us, we've now done to the opponent this game. We have just scored to take the lead, and that was the only goal of the game. We won 1-0, and obviously because that was a goal from DjMariio, that's 10k. Okay then, boys, so this is our team. Now I asked a couple of guys who watched the episodes, so we bought in Aurier and Matuidi. Aurier cost us 1.1k, and Matuidi cost us 13k, 2.3k I think it was. Very good additions to the team. And although Matuidi's card is a CDM, but he's playing in centre mid, he's still got 10k, so that's all fine because of all the PSG players around him. Anyways, this is the first game of the 4th episode, technically. Decent Serie A team, and there are our 2 player debuts. By the way, in the last episode I say, the 2 debutants were Thiago Silva and who else was it? Oh yeah, and Marcelo. You saw it on the opening screens in the match. Anyways, nice play here from Dybala finds Somalia. Somalia takes shot, which was well blocked by the keeper, well saved by the keeper, but then it only fell to Angel Di Maria, which is actually better for us because obviously we want Di Maria to score as many goals as possible. First shot was deflected, but it went up into the air. None of my opposition's players reacted quickly enough. Di Maria did, and Di Maria slotted it home under the keeper. We do make it 2-0 here once again through Angel Di Maria. Really nice through ball there. I think that was from Adriano Cam, and puts Di Maria through. Look at that, really nice play. Finds Di Maria. Di Maria first touch. Quite lucky for the keeper not to save that. Keeper got a nice hand to it, but it wasn't strong enough. And then that does put us 2-0 up. We do go 3-0 up from a really nice run here from Di Maria. Pass it into I think that's Dybala, and then Dybala sweats it into Felipe Anderson. Felipe Anderson with the flips there as we make it 3-0. And look at those goals: 55th minute, 70th minute, and 75th minute. We do make it 4-0 here. Dybala finally getting to the score sheet. Really nice finessed strike with the outside of his left boot into the top right hand corner. That's too many directions, mate. Anyways, that makes it 4-0, and 2 goals from Di Maria and 1 goal from Felipe Anderson and 1 goal from Dybala. So that's 10k from Dybala and Anderson, then 20k from and then 20k from Di Maria, which does make it 10k, 30k overall for this episode so far. By the way, I don't think I actually said, in the last episode we earned 5k, so the 2 players fitted under the budget quite easily. Really nice strike there from Matuidi, and I left this kind of a bit of clip in here because I just want to show you how much we're actually dominating. And although maybe at the end of the game the stats don't actually show that we deserve to have won 4-0, the stats are always don't always show the reality of the game. We absolutely dominated this guy, banging on the door every couple of minutes. Actually quite unlucky to have only penetrated the defense by 55 minutes. Anyways, really nice run there from Handanovic. He was getting quite annoyed, but to be honest, I think he got the last laugh, to be honest, with 2 fake shots to beat 2 of my players. I would have got the last laugh if we actually made it 5-0 there, but that doesn't matter. That's 30k for this game so far, and to be honest, that was a very easy game. Anyways, let's get straight into the next game where hopefully we can earn even more coins. Okay then guys, so second team here that we do come up against, and it is a very easy team. Once again, looked for absolutely ages to find a 100 chem squad. We did play against a 100 chem squad last time, and like I said earlier, it was just 30 chem, 40 chem. So when I found the one around 80 chem, I just had to go for it, and I hope the other guys won't be too annoyed, but I mean, what can you do? Anyways, first goal here comes when it's actually deflected from a corner. Di Maria actually went for the finesse from distance, but it fell back out to Felipe Anderson, who found Aurier, who beat loads of players cutting into the area, and finds the back of the net through a very nice finesse effort. And once again, we don't actually open up this guy's defense until very late in the game. It's 75 minutes here. We've got 15 minutes left to score a couple of goals. He's held on very well with his bronze and non-rare golds and silver players at the back, but to be honest, we have obviously been the better team once again. And here, this was actually quite funny, to be honest, when I was playing, because I actually meant to chip with Dybala, and then I actually, instead of pressing the circle button, L1 circle, I actually pressed L1 triangle, and to be honest, it worked out very well because we ended up finding Di Maria, who does find the back of the net, and that's 5k more than if we were to score through Dybala. and then the bowler does finally get his name on the score sheet with a very nice, delicate, deft chip over the keeper from the edge of the area. Keeper came out very far, and we actually had another chance like that where we tripped his keeper from quite a distance, but then end up not going to the back of the net. It was literally cleared on the line. It was so annoying. I was like, why not just finesse it, for crying out loud. Anyways, that is the end of that game. Although we didn't score the first goal here, wait, no, this isn't the first goal. Although we didn't score the first goal until 75 minutes into the game, we do win 3-0, and a goal for DjMariio, a goal for Tobbal, and one for Serge Aurier does give us 10k plus 10k, 20k for this game. So that's 50k overall. And so let's get straight into the choices that you can pick for next episode. So set 1 that you can choose is Diego Alves, probably one of the best, if not the best, cheap keeper in the game. Look at those stats: 88 diving, 88 reflexes, 76 handling, and 77 positioning, and he goes for about 800 coins, 900 coins, 1k if you want to get one with like loads of contracts on him. And then we also go for Pereira. Now there are loads of other cams that we could go for who would probably be better, but I want to get Tobbal on quite a bit of chemistry, so I decided to go for Pereira instead of someone like Insigne or an Inform or a cheap team this season. Set 2, so set 1 is very, very cheap, a couple of k if that, and we earn 50k in this episode, just goes to show you. Anyways, set 2 does consist of Miranda and Alan. Now Alan's actually really good. I played them a couple of times. I've got in my ultimate team club, and yeah, he's actually really good. Decent pace for centre mid, and I was thinking about going for either him or Hernandez in a CM slot, but I thought that we've got a very capable cam in Pereira, so why go for another attacking midfielder in centre mid if we can go for a more defensive player in Alan? So I decided to go for him. Once again, a couple of hundred coins, a k if that, 1k if that, and also Miranda, 85 rated, the highest rated player in this list. And other than Thiago Silva, he is, in my opinion, the best Brazilian centre back, normal gold Brazilian centre back in the game. Very good stats overall, and I was actually like, I didn't know who to go for, either him or Naldo, because I just needed a Brazilian centre back. Naldo is a lot taller. Naldo's 6'5", and Miranda's only 6'1" or 6'2", if that. I'm pretty sure 6'1", but Miranda does have the better stats, better physical, slightly better, I think defending is actually the same, but yeah, main reason was physical. Anyways, they are the two choices. As always, press click the I, or press if you're on a phone or tablet or something like that, the I in the top right hand corner to vote. I'll probably go with set 1 just because I feel like a better keeper and a better cam will help us more than a centre back and a centre mid, but that is your choice. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.